After the postponement of 6 games on Wednesday and Thursday, NBA players have decided to resume the playoffs. The players reportedly coming to that decision after meeting again yesterday morning. Exactly when play will resume has yet to be determined, but we have the right man to answer all of the questions for us. Woj is here. Woj, what more can you tell us, first and foremost, about what went into the players' decision to resume the playoffs?
Greeny, ultimately, the players, thought long and hard about what they would lose by leaving the bubble. Start with the platform with the world watching the NBA playoffs and the movement to get, to try to right, so many of the social injustices in this country, losing that platform financially, what they would have lost in the short term, and then potentially the long term. The owners have the ability to terminate this collective bargaining agreement. The executive director of the Players Association, Michelle Roberts, laid that out again to the players in that meeting 2 nights ago. And then competitively, they've invested in these playoffs. We are headed into the second round of the playoffs with Toronto and Boston. And I think ultimately all of those factors played in to the players' decision to continue these playoffs.
And so when, Woj, should we expect to see games resume?
Saturday. I think the league will make a formal announcement on that at some point today, but the playoffs are expected to resume on Saturday, and we'll pick right where we left off on Wednesday.
Okay, fair enough. And so, again, the games that were not played will be played. It will ultimately have been, as some described it, a pause in the schedule, and they will just go on. So what else would you say are the next steps now for the players and the league as they move forward?
Greeny, the players and the owners had a conference call last night, and they talked about more partnership with these issues that are important to the Players Association. And you're going to see, I think, among other things, more of a focus between now and the November election on voter registration, voter suppression. You're seeing teams around the league, you're seeing it all over sports, but in the NBA, teams using their arenas and their facilities as polling centers. The Houston Rockets now using their Toyota Center in downtown Houston for the November 3rd presidential election. And I think you're going to see a greater focus, I think especially on voter suppression in susceptible areas all over this country.
That's Adrian Wojnarowski is all over this, all this entire weekend beyond. Woj, thank you as always. And thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.